Hey guys, it's Tillin here, and today I'm just going to make a quick video around how you would do an audit review or just a review on the NIST cybersecurity framework already implemented at your clients or in your organization. This was a question that was asked by one of my listeners, so I thought I'd do a quick little video on it and share my thoughts. So as we know, there's three main components for the NIST cybersecurity framework, and these are the core, tiers, and profiles. So I'm just going to go through how I've used it for reviewing our client cybersecurity frameworks, and you can use it in that way or in a different way or in individual ways, as I mentioned. So how I would use the core is basically to do my in-depth control review of an organization's cybersecurity platform or landscape, if you'd like to call it that. And what I would do is I go through the cybersecurity framework, and I would suggest this is to read through the NIST cybersecurity framework in detail and have a thorough understanding of it, because they really do provide great guidance around what your controls should be, what your sub-controls could be, and also any documents which are in relation to those controls which will help you implement a better cybersecurity platform or security controls. And so I use the identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover as separate sections in my review, and then I go down into it to see what my clients have for each of those sections. And then in that way you will see what weaknesses they have, what strengths they have, and what may need to be improved or what is missing. So that's a great starting point. You can do this in depth, or you can do a high-level review as well. And then next, what I would do is, based on the tiers in the NIST cybersecurity framework, I would try and see where I see my organization or my client's organization sit in one of those tiers. And what you can do is, during discussion at the end of your review, is see, you sit in tier 2, for example, in risk informed, and my client wants to be in tier 4 or tier 3 by 2 years' time. So then you can help them get to that tier 3, and you can build an audit plan which is specifically for them to get to that tier. And how you can do that is by building their cybersecurity posture or their profile. So this is where you use the profiling element of the NIST cybersecurity framework. So you can help them build that by making sure it's aligned with their risk appetite statement and in line with their risk registers, their risk management framework, any other strategic documents which they may have, and any other objectives. And then you can also bridge in your audit and review findings into that to see, okay, where do we sit exactly? This is the tier we're sitting in, and this is where we want to be, and how do we get there? And then you can say, we're going to do X, Y, Z, and this is our remediation plan. And then what you can do is look at, okay, and this is how our audit or review plan is going to sit under that. Over the 3 years, we're going to review every 6 months or once a year in-depth review to make sure that we're on track with our strategy to reach tier 3, tier 4. So that's how I would go about it, and there's many different ways you can do this. I'll put a link to the NIST cybersecurity framework where you can download it and have a read of it. I'll put that in my post and in the comments as well. Additionally, I know the UK have just released their minimum cybersecurity standards, and that also aligns to the NIST cybersecurity framework, but it does help because it's summarized a lot more, so I'll put a link to that as well into the video. Thanks for listening, guys. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me or leave a comment. Thank you.